In this screencast, I'm going to show you how to manage the custom menus in WordPress. So I'm over here under Appearance in the Menus section. And this is the window that I see. So in the top left, I've got Theme Locations. And this will tell me if my theme actually supports custom navigation menus. Most themes these days do, but some don't. So if it doesn't, you'll get a message there that says that your theme doesn't support custom navigation menus. And then you've got the areas underneath that to enter in the menu item. So you can use a custom link, and that might be if you want to type in a Twitter URL or Facebook or something like that that's not a page on your site. So if you want it to go to somewhere that's not on your site. Then you've got pages, so all the pages that are on your site are there. Scrolling down here, we've got categories. So you can also have a menu item that directs people to an archive of posts under a certain category. And then on the right hand side here are your menus. So this already has the menu that I've created. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new menu to show you how to do it. So up here we click on the little plus tab to add a new menu. And the first thing we need to do is enter the menu name. So I'm going to call this Secondary Navigation. Now this name won't be seen by visitors to your site. It's just for you. And click on Create Menu. And that's now created a secondary navigation menu. So over here on the left hand side, I want to choose which items are going to go in the menu. So I've got my most recent pages. I can also click on the tab here to view all pages. And then I've also got a search, so I can search for specific pages if you have a lot of them on your site. That's really handy. Most of the time I go into view all, so I'm in there now. And for this menu, I want all of these pages. I want a link to my home page, an about, contact, frequently asked questions, and sign up. So I can click all of those. I can also use the select all link down here. And then I click on add to menu. I'd also like to have an item that just goes to the posts that are in my slider. So I can check that checkbox under categories and click add to menu. And one more thing I want is a custom link. So I want a link just to the Google homepage. So I can type in google.com and I need to give it a label. So I'm just going to label it as Google and click on add to menu. So you can see over here that I'm building up all of these items that are going to go in my menu. And on the right hand side, it tells me what kind of item that is. So whether it's a page or a category or if it's a custom link. And I can actually drag and drop these to reorganize them. So if I want Google to be at the very first item, I simply click and drag it up and drop it at the top. If I want my, say, contact page to be a submenu for my about page, all I need to do is click and drag slightly to the right, and you'll see that dotted area where it's going to be dropped, that changes, that shifts a little bit to the right, it indents. So if I drop it there, it's now indented under About, which means that it's going to be a sub-menu for the About menu. I can do the same with the frequently asked questions. I can drag that in. Also, I can keep dragging to the right, and it's going to become even another level. So that will be a sub-menu under the Contact sub-menu. So I've got different levels of nested menus here. But I actually just want the frequently asked questions and the contact to be on the same level underneath About. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it back so that it is level with that contact item. And then I've got sign up and slider I'm going to leave there. So once I've made changes here, I just need to go over to Save Menu. So now my menu is saved, but it's not going to show up on my website unless I place it somewhere. So that's where this Theme Locations box comes in. So right now I've got my main navigation is appearing in the section that's called Secondary Navigation Menu in my theme. There's another area called Primary Navigation Menu. So currently my main navigation menu is shown in the secondary area, and I want to place my new menu in the primary navigation menu area. So I just choose my secondary navigation menu here and click on Save. So if I now refresh the front of my website, I'll see that there's a new menu down here. And you can see when I hover over about, it's got the contact and frequently asked questions there. So that is the location in this theme for that primary menu. And every theme is different. Some themes will have only one location, some might have more than two. I'm going to remove that just by choosing that space here and save, because I don't actually want that menu to be appearing on my website right now. There's one other area that you can add these custom menus to, and that's if you've got a widget area. So over here we go to Appearance and Widgets. And you'll see that in my available widgets section, I have a custom menu widget over here. That's one of the default WordPress widgets. So if I want to, I can add that to a sidebar. I can see here that I've actually added a custom menu to my header right, which is why that menu appeared to the right of the header. But if I wanted to add it into my primary sidebar, I can open up that widget area. And I already have a custom menu here. But I can also drag another custom menu over and choose which one it is. So this one I want the secondary navigation, and save. So I'm not actually using sidebars on my website, so I won't be able to see these. But in many themes, you'll be able to then see a vertical navigation menu in the sidebar when you add that as a custom menu, and you can include a title as well if you like. So even if your theme doesn't support menus, custom navigation menus, you're still able to add these custom menus into your sidebar. And to do that, you need to first of all create the menu, and then you can drag the widget over into the sidebar. And that's how to add and edit custom menus.